Look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Alabama, 380. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop us.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Hey, motion backfield, motion backfield. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Here we go. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. So don't say nothing. Check it, reload.
Now again, right side. It's Vaughn. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Their bread and butter is their passing game. After that last play, maybe they need to go back to that passing game.
Well, what's been good for them along the way is they understand their identity. They are a passing team, but they do like to mix in the run every now and then just to keep people off balance. Didn't work very well on that one, but all in all, I like their philosophy.
Here we go on 4th down. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Double dog, that's the way. Hatchet. Check 99, check 99.
They'll try the right side here with Smith.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
51,
From the gun, it's Ryan. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Levante David.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, Delta.
Here's Brady to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
Fourth down, and the Bucs trot out the former 49er Bradley Pinion to punt it. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Back 25. Come on, D.
A first down carry for Smith. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And the judge does a nice job there of navigating and picking up some yardage. Remember, no Tevin Coleman in the backfield, so he's moved up in the pecking order, getting a lot of playing time for these Atlanta Falcons.
Down. Ready. Ready. Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that. Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
Wait, set 29, Alpha. 45. That QB's trash. Let's go.
From the 24, Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Brady now on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw, it's Brady. He finds his target, it's Evans. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 250.
Brady now to throw. And that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, DeMonte Casey. Johnson, the intended target. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. That was shades of Tennessee volunteer football back in the 80s with Charles Davis coming up from the secondary to make the tackle for a loss.
You mean my teammates doing that, right? Because they would tell you, my coach would say, where's that tape? I want to see that. But how about the complete package there? Not just playing the pass, but being a willing tackler and making a really nice play.
On 2nd down now. It's Smith. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. 23 yards, the final tally. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
First down. First
Ready,
and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Mike, 54. Got you, boy. Ready to go.
On first down, Smith. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, that's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out before he knew it. He had hit the sideline.
Ready, Blue 80. Blue 80. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Now on second and 13, Ryan, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Here's Ryan to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10 at the 38.
51.
They go back to the ground now with Smith. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Now Ito Smith. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and 10.
Go. Go. Watch the safety creep. Hey, zoom.
From the shotgun, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 26. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to second and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Let's go, 51, Sam! 45. Hey, exit. 45. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Gun. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
On second down and 4, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Ndamukong Suh able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down.
Check. Gun. 45, Mike, 45. Hey, Haywood. We want it. Come to my world.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, this from 33. And this one is right through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Ready, blue 80, blue 80. 54 Mike. Watch the run. They're running it. Hey, watch that.
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan, complete to Jones. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Good work, boy. Let's go.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Smith. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
20. 45's the mark. Let's go.
Ryan. Escape, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
I got you. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. Let's pick it up. It's out time, guys. Out time. Let's get off the field. Let's get
Here's Ryan. He completes it to Treadwell. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
21.
They'll run on first down. It's Smith. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Mike, go. Set. Check the out.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. This time Ryan will throw. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Let's get
At the 5-yard line.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Another try for Smith. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Check. Too little, cut. Check 3. Watch the twist. Gun. Play. Get out.
Now Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here we go, G. Banjo, banjo, banjo. Alert! 52, Mike, 52. Hey, Alpha. What are you hitting?
From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, 66.
To throw again, Brady. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Atlanta. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Brady looking downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
21-yard line.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Here we go. Got it. Shit. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. 20.
Here's Hill one more time. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. And sensing the momentum, maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Come get some. Come get some. Hey, Orbit. He don't want it. He's checking. Crash.
The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Bravo. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Man out. Alpha. Hey, Mike 52. Hey. Mike 7. 52's the mic. Watch Mike.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, go 66. Hey, seam 6. Check pass. Hey, show man.
Throwing again. Brady. This is caught. That's good for 28 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll run for it with Lynch. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Marshawn Lynch. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Check. 11.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Check 52. No. 21. What's the edge? 39.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. That seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good this guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Back. 51, Sam.
They keep it with Smith on first down. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On first down, Smith. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Here comes the ball. I see you, boy. I see you.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Gun. Let's bring it.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Smith trying to run for it. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Kill. Check nickel. Joker. Check.
Here we go now with Smith. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Ready, Blue 80.
But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for Atlanta, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year.